Yes, it's finally back. Welcome back, guys, to my PSG career on FIFA 14. I know it's been a while, but at the time I just wanted to concentrate on starting up my United career again and bringing back my Swansea one and trying to get all this finished now before FIFA 15 is finally released. What team I'm going to be doing then, I'm not too sure, but I do want to try and change it up a bit and go for a different team and have a fresh start completely with maybe the format of the series. Who knows? I'll try and think of something. Anyway, so the start of a new season always means that the transfer window is open. You've been given a budget. I was given over 110 million to spend. I received an offer here from Lille for Qatari, and I've decided, after last season, let's get rid of Qatari. I think it's time for him to move on, and maybe I could just go all out and bring in another world-class player. Because this series, I initially started it just because I wanted to have some fun on career modes. I wanted to just spend money on some of the world's top players. You know how it is. And so, being given over 100 million, obviously, that's allowing me to do so. So getting rid of Qatari, he went off. I received an offer from City for Mats Hummels, rejected that. And I've decided to add to my strike force, go after another striker in Benzema from Bayern Munich. He made his move from Madrid last season to Bayern, and hopefully he'll be making his move now back to the French League to play for PSG. I also put in an offer for Modric from Real Madrid for 25 million. Maybe he can come in and replace Qatari in that central midfield role. I also put in an inquiry for Eden Hazard from Chelsea, and they wanted 74.5 million. That's a lot of money, even though I've got over 100 million to spend. But anyway, I put in a bid of 55 million. No way am I going to pay the full amount. Simply because you wanted to see him last season. You was like, I'll sign him up, sign him up. So hopefully we can get our man. Also, I put in an offer for Cesc Fabregas from Barcelona. Let's see if we can maybe go. I was just making offers left, right and centre, just going absolutely crazy with some of these players. Keeping in mind though that these players that I'm going after will be strengthening positions, will be filling those roles as well, especially with Qatari going, so that's why I was going after Fabregas and Modric. Just have to see what happens on that front. My offer for Benzema was rejected, so I put in an improved offer of 28 million, even though Bayern, they were looking for 30.5 million. I then had to improve my offer on the Modric deal from 25 million to 29. They were looking for 35 for Modric. I thought that was a bit too pricey for Modric. And I also went after David Luiz. Now Chelsea, they were looking for 14.5 million. Not really realistic, is it? Because Luiz has actually moved to PSG in real life, if you didn't know already, for 50 million. That's so much. I did get an offer from Barcelona for Edison Cavani for 36 million. I did reject. And disallowed all future offers as well. Cavani isn't going anywhere. I want to keep him at PSG, see what he is like, working alongside some of these new players that I bring in, especially Benzema, who will now be coming to PSG. He'll be making his return to the French League. As you saw, Bayern had accepted my offer of 28 million. And this here is just me showing you guys that I don't have many strikers in the side. I've only got Cavani, Ibrahimovic, Lacazette, and the chances of me using Ongenda are very slim. I'll probably even get rid of him or send him out on loan. So adding Benzema to that strike force, if we get rid of Ongenda, you've got Lacazette, Ibrahimovic, Cavani. It's going to be brilliant, especially if I'm playing maybe a 4-3-3 or a 4-4-2 formation. It's going to be interesting to see how these players get on, how they work together. So I offered Benzema a contract. All I had to do was wait for his confirmation whether he accepted or not. And again, I'm just showing you guys how many central midfielders I have. I have Rabiot, Chantôme, again another player who I could potentially be sending out on loan or just getting rid of. And I've got Motta, Verratti and Matuidi, and also Gundogan. So I think one more central midfielder, whether that be Modric, Fabregas, will just slot in there nicely, I think. So I offered a contract to Fabregas. Didn't really hear anything back from Modric. A couple of transfer offers were accepted, apart from that one from Chelsea for Eden Hazard. They didn't like that after I offered 55 million. I was going after Ross Barkley. I was like, should I go after Ross Barkley or should I sign David Luiz? Because I only want to go after one of these players from the English League. And I did offer Barkley a contract. I didn't specify his squad role, just upped it to 4 years with the amount he wants. And for David Luiz as well, he would be an important first team player, as I already have Mats Hummels and Thiago Silva at the moment. So there might be a bit of rotation going on there. Maybe I don't. Maybe I drop the whole deal with David Luiz. I'm not sure at the moment. Maybe let me know what you think in the comments below, guys. Also, as you can see, Bayern Munich have accepted the 28 million bid. That deal's gone through. Benzema is now officially back in the French League under PSG. That's summer signing number 1 for PSG. I'm surprised Bayern didn't want to try and hold on to Benzema, seeing that he was only at the club for 1 season. You know, I thought they would have put up a fight, but I suppose the deal was just right for them. I also accepted the deal for Fabregas. That's summer signing number 2. He is now part of PSG. He will be playing in the French League for this upcoming season. And speaking of the upcoming season, with all the games, normally what I've done in the past is show you guys every single game of the season in highlights. What I've been thinking for this season, for this career mode with PSG, because I don't want it to go on forever. Don't want it to go on for weeks on end. So I've been thinking maybe I just show you guys the important games, and those games that I've missed out, I go over in a video with the results and where we were in the table at that time and so on. So the main things you guys would be seeing in this season would be transfers. You'd be seeing games in the Champions League, the games in domestic cups, and of course the top games in the French League, especially that one against Marseille, PSG's bitter rivals. So guys, be sure to let me know what you think of that idea in the comments below. Maybe you hate the idea, maybe you kind of like it. Let's give it a try. Maybe we could use that format when FIFA 15 is released. Let me know in the comments below. As always, I'll be looking forward to reading them. So pushing on with this episode, PSG's first competitive game of the season was in the Trophy Champion, which is the curtain raiser. It's similar to the Community Shield in England. You've got the team that won the league going up against the domestic cup winner, which was Marseille in this case. If you guys remember last season, we had to play against Bordeaux. I lost that. And I know some of you were like, oh my god, how could you lose that? But yeah, we lost it, and I kind of got a bit of taste for Bordeaux a bit later on in that season, every time we had to play them. And we did eventually come out on top. I think we thrashed them, didn't we, near the end, and picked up 3 points from them, which were really crucial, which allowed us then to go on and win the French League. But these 2 games that I've played in now with PSG, the Trophy Champion, the curtain raiser of the season, they've been pretty boring. Not much has happened. It's been pretty dull. Maybe the players were still in holiday mode. Anyway, Ibrahimovic made it 1-0 to PSG right in the stroke of half-time. Marseille very disappointed with that outcome. It changes absolutely everything as soon as the goal is scored before half-time. And it was great to see Ibrahimovic using his height to his advantage once again to kickstart the season. And that, guys, was pretty much it for the game. I mean, at the time of playing, I was like, yeah, this is pretty exciting. I can't wait to cut it down into highlights. But as I've gone through it again, I was like, this is poor. The majority of the game was an absolute battle in midfield, and I'm sure you guys don't want to be seeing that. You want to be seeing opportunities being created and taken, and players firing from all cylinders. And this game had none of that. Benzema came on to replace Ibrahimovic. That was good to see, but he couldn't get going because the majority of the game was in midfield. It was so flat. But we did win 1-0. We have won the Trophy Champion this time around instead of losing it like we did last season against Bordeaux. And that's pretty much it for this episode. There is plenty more to come with transfers in the next one. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. And I will now leave you guys to enjoy the celebrations with the Trophy Champion. Also, if you didn't know already, you can follow me on both Facebook and Twitter to keep up to date with what's going on with this channel, when I'm uploading the next career mode episode, and so on. The links can be found in the description below. Anyway, that's it from me. Hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you all very soon. Thanks for watching.
Good team, aren't they? And I think there's only better times ahead for this group of players.